Now that you know how to connect your instrument to DataAnalyst, and you know how to download data from the instrument and put it into a database, and you know how to retrieve specific data from that database, I want to talk a little bit about the different reports that are available within the software, as well as the data trending features in DataAnalyst. But first, I want to talk more about enabling security and some of the features within that security. So if we start on our DataAnalyst home screen, go up to Configure, go to Security. Very first thing that you'll want to do is in the Settings tab, if you want to enable a logon feature, you just click this button here. And this is also the window where you can edit the features that the password must have, so minimum number of characters and an expiration date. You can also enable an auto log off feature here. Right now, I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm going to show how to add a new user. So you'll go to the Users tab here on the left, click Add, type in a username. And then what group do you want that user to be a part of? We'll just make them an administrator for now. Make a password, okay. Now, if you go over to the Groups tab, presently I'm in as an administrator, which means that I have the permission to edit the access that supervisors and users have. And the way that I would do that is I would go down to supervisor here, and then you click modify. You can expand all of these, and by clicking the blank boxes here, that will give them the approval to have that specific operation available. I'm not going to worry about adjusting any of that right now, but this is the window that you would do that in. So double check, initial logon is required, and you have users here that have passwords, and then you click OK. So if we exit the software, and then you reboot it, you'll get this logon window here. And you can just enter in your password. DataAnalyst will boot up. And now, if you want to retrieve specific data, like I showed you in the last video, we'll just make this easy and say that I want data of 0.5 and 5 microns. And I want all the data that was taken at particle measuring systems. So it lists all of the locations that you have within your database. This is the one that I want. Okay, now you can filter by date as well as all of these other filter criteria at the same time. So if you want all of the data that you've ever taken at particle measuring systems for 0.5 and 5 microns, you should select all of the dates available. So this is all of the data that I've taken within those two channel sizes and at that location. I've retrieved it. So now what I can do is I can go to my Reports tab. And you have several different options available for different report formats. Every single time, though, that you change what type of report you want, you need to click the refresh button on the top left here, and that'll populate the correct report down below. So this is a sample average data report. So it's showing the counts, the averages, standard deviations, the minimums, maximums of the two channel sizes. Now, if I want to approve this report, I would go up to this middle tab here, click approve, yes. And so below here, it'll say approved by whatever user was signed in and the date that they had approved it. And you can set your computer up, you can configure DataAnalyst to a printer, so then I can print directly from the software. You can also copy to your clipboard, or you can export the report. And right here, I can add a comment as well. Hit refresh. And then my comment is right here down below.